Hello there, and welcome back to my daily videos. Welcome to my lessons. Today, there are not my lessons, sorry. I'm just reading the lesson in A Course in Miracle. It's just my videos, my channel, and I'm just sharing the lesson. So today we are doing the lesson 90. As you know, we are doing the review from lesson 60 to 80. This is the second review, and today I think it is the last one because the review is for lesson 79 and 80. If this is your first time watching this type of video, so A Course in Miracle, the lesson in A Course in Miracle is for a year, one lesson per day, but it doesn't mean that you have to do the whole lessons. The whole lessons to see the miracles, or to live the miracle, or to start experience change in your life. No, you can start experiencing the change in your mind as soon as you are doing the practice. It doesn't matter if it's your first video here, or if you start from the beginning. So if you start from the beginning, of course that is so much better, because your mind already has an training. It's already prepared for this exercise, and also for this reading, for this information, even if you don't understand at the beginning or at the first time. This is my third time doing this, and I remember the feeling when I did it the first time. It was like I don't understand everything, but I'm going to do the exercise anyway. With the time, I could understand, and I'm still understanding how this works, how can I apply this in my daily life, how my mind has changed doing this lesson. I used to live with a lot of anxiety and also the anxiety is something that I discovered here in Australia. I've been living here in Australia for 3 years so far. The rhythm of life here, it was completely different than in my country. I'm from Argentina, so I start to feel more anxiety since I am living here, to be honest. Or maybe it was something that I guess that I started to pay more attention since I am living here. But based in all the feelings, it's like it was the first time for me, to be honest. It's like I didn't feel like an anxious person before to live here. I was like a very happy and enjoyable life. Anyways, and these lessons were helpful in that moment, and also still being helpful now. I think it is even more powerful to me than to know all this knowledge and this practice, because I can feel that in my mind I feel more freedom, like I'm not a slave for my thoughts. I can control my mind, I can control my thoughts. Not everything that appears in my mind it's true or it's real. It's just a thought, and I decide if I accept that thought or not. One practice that I'm doing when I feel normally I feel like in peace and good and calm and relaxed most of my days. But if I'm not experiencing that, like if I am worried for something or preoccupied for something, as soon as I realize that I'm in that state, like in a worry situation or worry state, I repeat in my mind, like these thoughts are taking away my peace. These thoughts don't give me peace. I want to replace this thought with God's thought. Something that I'm learned from the Course in Miracle. My mind, my mind share thoughts with God. I only receive God's thoughts. I don't know, whatever it comes to my mind in that moment, it's like I repeat. And I just repeat. Also, I feel like the inner state, inner peace state. Like I feel peace, and I say, okay, this is a problem. I don't have to solve this problem. God will guide me to resolve this problem. And if I have to resolve it, otherwise, it's going to disappear from my life, and that's it. Life is very simple. I always say that. For me, it's like a belief. I believe that life is very simple, but as a human being, we complicate everything. That is my belief. I believe that life is simple. Okay, let's go to the lesson. I'm doing this video so long. The last review. We are going to review the lesson 79 and 80. 79. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. Or something that I was talking about. Let me realize today that the problem is always some form of grievances that I would cherish. Let me also understand that the solution is always a miracle, which I left the grievances be replaced. Today, I would remember the simplicity of salvation by reinforcing the lesson that there is one problem and one solution. The problem is a grievance. The solution is a miracle. And I invite the solution to come to me through my forgiveness of the grievance and my welcome of the miracle that take its place. Specific application of this idea might be in these forms. This present a problem to me which I would have resolved. The miracle behind these grievances will resolve it for me. The answer on this problem is the miracle that it conceals. I haven't read this lesson before to start recording the video. I think the things that I was sharing with you is because like a week or maybe 2 weeks ago I made the proper lesson, and I remember about the problems and everything that I shared at the beginning of the video. Okay, lesson 80. Let me recognize my problem have been solved. I seem to have problems only because I am misusing time. I believe that the problem comes first, and time must elapse before it can be worked out. I do not see the problem and the answer as simultaneous in their occurrence. That is because I do not yet realize that God has placed the answer together with the problem, so that they cannot be separated by time. The Holy Spirit will teach me this if I will let Him. The Holy Spirit can help us always only if we allow to the Holy Spirit do the things for us. And I will understand it is possible that I could have a problem which has not been solved already. This form of the idea will be useful for specific applications. I need not to wait for this to be resolved. The answer to this problem is already given me if I will accept it. Time cannot separate this problem from its solution. That is something that I don't know if in English I haven't heard this phrase, but in Spanish we have a phrase that is like time is the solution. Like the time healed everything. I think sometimes we repeat phrase or statement that we don't really know what are the meanings, what we are repeating. For me, in that phrase, like a time, I'm thinking how can I explain this. Not always time is the solution, because thinking like that is like you are giving the power to the time. So the more the time is passing, it's not the solution. Always the solution is within. That is another belief that I have. The solution is within us. Otherwise, we are seeking the solution, looking for a solution in the outside. Okay. And I'm going to write it down, all these ideas, so you can repeat throughout the day. And if you are repeating them, you will start to remember like naturally. You don't have to force to remember everything. Everything is saved in your memory. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow in another daily lesson. Thank you. Bye-bye.